So what is up, diecast collectors? This is OBB, the diecast news guy, bringing you all with another classic diecast review that I got from my Daytona 500 haul video from Booth 34 Diecast. So if you guys want to go on and check that out, and you guys might be spoiled at what is going to be in case for that, as this is a good follow-up video to my other classic review that I just did, which glad to be doing these again, because I think we really need it, especially with the diecast market that we've had nowadays. Today, it is going to be on Ricky Rudd's 2004 Rent-A-Center Ford Taurus for the Wood Brothers Racing Team and for the Hot Wheels Racing line. So I'm sure my good buddy Diecast Buffet is going to be pretty ecstatic about this because I know he's a huge fan of the Hot Wheels cars. I have reviewed a few of them before, including I think like the Ricky Craven or the Scott Pruitt car, and I do remember these. Speaking of memory, good lord, anybody remember KB Toys? How about a deal for that? 3 for $5? Oh my god. We had so many great selections back then. 3 for $5. That's amazing. And yeah, this is really cool. Look at this. A trinket, metal chassis with rubber wheels. Oh man, you can already tell. And a trading card. Oh, sign me up. This is going to be an awesome card to review. Plus, I have a nice little story to tell you guys about this car if you guys want to tune into that. As well, we're going to go and get the boring stuff out of the way. And let's go ahead and take a closer look at the diecast review and the official unboxing of the Rent-A-Center car driven by the one and only Iron Man himself, Ricky Rudd. And alrighty folks, we got this diecast out of its box, but before we get things started, let's look at the free trinket that comes to this, which, yeah, it's Rudd, baby, as in Ricky Rudd. Dude, what's that funny? It kind of looks like his sponsor is actually Rudd. Never heard of that shit, but I'm sure it sounds like a shitty brand. Just kidding, though. We got Ricky Rudd right here, looking pretty ecstatic. Didn't know I had double vision for a second. I'm like, oh, I guess that's what we see back then. This is what we see now. Looks like he's sneezing during this photo. I don't know, it's just me. On the back, we got that same pose right here, but all due respect to Ricky Rudd, man. I mean, dude's an absolute legend, and I think he is a Hall of Famer now, so that's really cool to hear. But now getting back to the Rent-A-Center car, and let me tell you what, this car may not be the best eye-pleasing. Well, it is eye-pleasing to probably some people. It's a pretty basic scheme, but before we get on to this, I guess you could say pretty electric-looking scheme, I mean, that's really what it looks like, dude. I actually have a lot of good memories with this with these Hot Wheels cars. All right, as you guys know, I'm a big NASCAR diecast collector, and I've collected ever since 2001. I think that's when I became a NASCAR fan. And we either had the Hot Wheels racing cars that I could get at Walmart or Winter Circles, and I got a good variety of both. I'm telling you guys, I mean, heck, if I had a whole box of all the cars I had from my childhood, oh, we would be loaded for days. But yeah, I have a lot of good nostalgia with these cars, man. Of course, look at this metal. Well, it's a metal car. I almost said metal chassis, but that is actually not rubber, that's plastic. But rubber tires. Rubber tires, the thing that we actually brought back in the year 2020 and 2021, and then they took it away with the next gen. Oh man, we need to bring back rubber tires. Every other NASCAR diecast, oh well, every other diecast company that I can think of has rubber tires. NASCAR's been the only one. I guess they're trying to be like Hot Wheels. But look at this window detail, and if you guys think that this ain't the best looking one, I mean, the only thing I will have to say I will critique about is that the Ford Taurus, yeah, from 2004, I don't think that it looked like that, unless it's supposed to be a 2005 car, but I know they updated the 21 to make it look more like a digital 21, which I do prefer. But the main reason why I got this car, because not only it looks pretty cool and nice, is that I actually have a lot of good history with this car when I was very little. As you guys know, a lot of NASCAR fans really do rely on sponsors and brand identity. My dad actually was a general manager, I think, at Rent-A-Center for a few years. It was a really good job. He loved doing it. And in his office, I think he had like little diecast scale cars, and some were military, but as you guys know, since he worked at Rent-A-Center, they hooked him up with some swag. And since he knows I'm a big NASCAR fan, I came home and I was loaded with not only this diecast, a 1/24 scale diecast, I think some hero cards, and even some free hats as well, which of course I don't have any of that by now. But man, this is one of these cars that I will always look back on and have those memories with my dad. So that's the reason why I love collecting diecasts like this. Shares a good memory, even though I will say not the best memory with this car, since I think, unironically, I just got done reviewing a Bristol car from a certain driver from 2005 that's also retired. So go ahead and check that out if you guys want to. But yeah, this car wrecked at not the Bristol night race, but the Bristol spring race. So that is some funny juju shit I just said right there. But now getting on to the fine details of this, so you can see the decal placement is a little, well, you can see Lionel's not perfect either, but not even Hot Wheels. But some really nice detail that we got for a diecast that I will have to admit is very glossy. These things are so glossy. I mean, holy crap, dude. The mold does feel a little more cheaper. I will say that compared to what you usually get, but they are nowhere near as bad as those bulky Team Caliber cards. I've said a lot of good things about the Team Caliber cards in the past, but man, they are so inaccurate. But that was mostly where all the 4 diecasts were produced. I think they actually made a Team Caliber promo diecast of this, and also what you get in the clamshell packaging or the resealable packaging. It's like the half sleeve car. So a lot of variety about this car, but this one I really didn't think they made a Hot Wheels version. I remember I actually picked up the Ford Motorcraft car from this year, and I think a few others as well, including Carl Edwards and Mark Martin and Matt Kenseth. Oh man, this diecast review is really taking me back a lot of memories. Can we agree on that? Oh man, but this is why I just strongly encourage you guys to get some classic diecast in your collection, because I mean, maybe you'll find some good memories out of it like I did with myself. But yeah, anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this very interesting diecast review of the Rent-A-Center car driven by the one and only Iron Man himself, Ricky Rudd. And yeah, this is going to wrap up right here. So comment, like, subscribe. This has been OBB, the Diecast News Guy. And I'm not feeling like 21, but I'm going to go ahead and get the hell out of here.